Echo, 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 echo. Medicine has given the world behavior, provided language, gestures, symbols, images, creating and making a system to treat illnesses, disorders, confusion, and also to provide safety and security for society and cities and states and governments and countries. Psychotherapists listen and attentively try to understand the emotions explained thoughts and thinking within sentences, letters, dialect, and linguistics. These people use neuro and other words to describe their process within the system called health, mental psychology, psychiatry, neuropsychiatry, and neurology, and other disciplines of medicine. These decisions were made when humans had consciousness and not much else in front of their eyes and going inside of ears. Women couldn't vote. Gay marriage was illegal. There were wars and fighting. Angry people who like to drink and party and do drugs. Men who abused women. Women who made pornography. And people went to sports. People go to sports. People do many of these same habits and make similar choices now. Many years now in the future. The silence starts to hurt the ears. And the eyes start to shut in what I'm describing now. Within what I'm describing now. Limits so constrained, the eyes wanted to shut and follow the rules, to be left. To have the right. To have some freedom. To have a life lived free now. Every passing second now. Now gets ignored, lost, and abandoned from the distraction. All of this information I've been talking about now has gotten for the brain and the body. Rather than a brain and a body in a world, there's a mindset living in the society where the white man has to rehabilitate, where another person has to do better and not eat meat. In a dying planet, forsaken by the mean, cruel, and nastiness from a specific race, from a specific culture, from a way of thinking, are now standard and impenetrable. And too scary to look at, stare at, listen to, and be aware of now. The Earth's not dying from people's behavior. The planet the animals and the inhabitants are perishing from the requirements and the excess stimulus maintenance. Getting some of that Google love, getting some of that Facebook like, and having 1,000 social friends in a group. To discover the world with now. A tribe in the tribal Seattle, Capitol Hill now in Washington State, where behavior rules and the space in between the two nearly touch. The fist nearly strikes the mouth, making the voice, and the fist nearly smashes the image on the video I'm recording now. The person with a bat down the street who decided someone stole an item has law and makes order with what they see and what they hear. The biggest tragedy in what I'm explaining now has to do with people declaring their choices for the whole world. Undeniably okay. Making Twitter and Instagram and having Facebook and Google monitor and adjust stimulus, sending out information and giving data about the best available options now. No fat, neutral, gender, equality, adherence to sanity. My eyes are so sore. My voice so tired. And my ears prepared for silence. I fear having to go out into the city in Seattle, Washington, and not being allowed the freedom I speak of now. But required and forced to meet the demands of the people in the world supporting these decisions from the past. These choices being made now. There's so many descriptions, there's so many words like ego, superego, mindset, psychology, psychiatry, thinking, correct, incorrect, wrong. And so little noticeable difference now in the year 2020 with so much technology and advanced intelligence now. The end.